Last week here on Thursday Night Thunder, Connor legit shocked the MTA world when he defeated current champion Ethan Wagner and Cyclops in the final round. The question remains tonight, can the rookie keep Superman on top of the game and hold on to the checkered flag here tonight?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. It's my life in the box in front of me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to week 3 of the September season right here on Thursday Night Thunder, and we have got a stellar matchup in a huge mud pit right in the center of the track, ready to rock and roll for you MTA fans. It is raining tonight. The trucks are going to have to adjust on the fly and adapt to the course, and it may come into play for the veterans and the rookies here tonight in week 3 of the September season. Hey, if you're new here, be sure to crush that subscribe button. Leave this video with a big thumbs up because we're about to turn 16 of MTA's baddest monster trucks loose in week 3 of the September season. Taking a look at round 1 now, Jurassic Attack takes on Max D. Rage will take on the Bigfoot. Then we're going to see Bulldozer take on Wild Thing. And to close out the first half of round 1, Overkill will take on the Carolina Crusher in a pin-a-point style matchup. Both trucks now getting ready to go in round 1. Caden Wilson bringing Jurassic Attack to the line. He is now set to take on Hayden Altman, who got 2 Thursday Night Thunder victories last season. He's trying to get Max D back and dialed in. The rain may come into effect for him here tonight. We're going to see who can adapt to the track the quickest and try to get this checkered flag here tonight. Green light about to come down now. Jurassic Attack pulling the lead on Max D up and over the cars, and Max D will come back in the end. Looks like Caden Wilson and Jurassic Attack went over to the right-hand side of the track. Here's the rain starting to come into play. As again, you can see the big mud pit there in the center of the track. But up next here in round 1, Rudy Zilligy and Rage coming down to take on a former teammate, Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. Out of Pacific, Missouri, the big bad Ford ready to rock and roll here in the near lane. And there you see the body damage done to Bigfoot. We're taking you back to last week as they were down in the pits with the rest of the team. They were thrashing on that truck after a rollover there in round 1 competition. The crew had a lot of work to do after that busted shock and 4-link bar. The guys got it back together. Bigfoot's here at the line in week 3 of the September season. Let's see what he can do in the rain here tonight. Bigfoot ready to rock and roll against Rage. Both trucks staged now at the line. Who's going to take home this round 1 victory? Here's the green light now on the line. Bigfoot pulling the lead. Rage going behind. Mitch Brown crossed up. Gets into Rage there. Bigfoot, the first one in the mud tonight. Couldn't shut it down in time and tagged Rage in the far lane. What a race as Rage tried to come from behind right here on the MTA replay. Mitch Brown and Bigfoot had the lead right here as they go over the first jump, up and over no man's land. Bigfoot gets crossed up and over into the mud and slams right into Rudy Zilligy and Rage. No fault of his own, turn the truck over. He is your winner as he did just barely cross that finish line. There you see Bigfoot down there in the mud. MTA track crew and officials have got Rudy out of the truck. He is A-OK. Now his team has to thrash to get that truck back for round 2 competition. Unfortunate luck here in round 1. But speaking of round 1, we're moving right along because up next, newcomer Jason Waddell bringing the 1999 Skull to the line. Wild Thing, which made its debut just a couple of weeks ago, now set to take on John Kadiux and Bulldozer, who's been running fairly consistent all season long. We'll see how he does in the rain here tonight. Both trucks are getting geared up at the starting line. They're ready to race each other. Who's taking home the round 1 win? There's the green light. Bulldozer's got him up the line. Wild Thing hanging right there with him. And Wild Thing gets crossed up into the mud. So did Bulldozer, but John Kadiux throttled out of it. He is your winner here in round 1. We're going to see Bulldozer back in action in the next round. Wild Thing is on the trailer. Next up in round 1, Matt Pendergast out of Wadesboro, North Carolina. He's bringing the Carolina Crusher to the line, ready to take on Gavin Waddell, who shocked everybody last season with his rookie debut. He's trying to get Overkill back in the finals here again tonight in week 3 of the September season. Ford versus Chevrolet, it's pin-to-point series matchup. Green light going down now on the line. Carolina Crusher pulling the lead. Overkill's trying to come back on him. And Crusher gets tied up in the mud pit. Gavin Waddell goes off the right side of the track, but he does cross the finish line. Overkill is your winner. Carolina Crusher, unfortunately, stuck in the mud. Next up in round one competition, we've got none other. Charlie Stevens coming to the line. Blue Thunder. He made his debut just a couple of months ago. Got his very first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. However, Violet Craddock over here in the far lane, Monster Mutt Poodle ready to rock and roll. She made a huge impact at the beginning of the season, putting it in the final round. Who's getting this win here tonight? There they are, down the straight threat. Blue Thunder's pulling a lead on him. Poodle's trying to come back, and not enough for Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder, who barely got up and over the cars there, but they are counting it as a win due to the rain here tonight on the track. Next up in round one, Ethan Wagner. You know he's looking for a little bit of redemption here tonight. Lost that checker flag. He's bringing Cyclops to the line, ready to take on Jason Whoop, the crazy cat, bringing the big cat Prowler to the line. He rolled it over in week one of the September season. There you see what's left of it, but the crew's got him back. The truck's been running strong. Here's the green light now. Cyclops and Prowler off the line. They're even. Up and over the first jump. Prowler pulling a lead on him. Wagner out of shape in the far lane. Jason Whoop, the crazy cat, much like Blue Thunder, barely got up and over the cars, does make a legal pass, and Prowler is your winner. A round one loss for the old Cyclops there in the far lane. And next up here in round one, out of Spring, Texas, is the King Crunch Chevrolet. Eric Latiki coming to the line to take on the old wily veteran, James Valancourt, out of Cinnamissa, New Jersey, the Liquidator Ford, ready to rock and roll here in the near lane. He's never driven in the rain before. Out of 119 episodes of Thunder, this is the first. Ford versus Chevrolet. Green light going down now off the line. King Crunch with a slight lead. Liquidator's coming back. It's Valancourt. Oh, look out in the far lane. Eric Latiki turned the truck over. We were watching Valancourt get wild here in the near lane, and King Crunch is upside down in the far lane, and Liquidator is your winner here in round one. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to defend that flag. The rookie, Connor Legit, coming to the line with Superman, now a one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. However, Greg Durbin and Brutus have been here before as former three-time Thunder champions. They're going to try to knock the rookie off here in round one. Here's the green light now. Brutus and Superman on the line. Brutus with the lead. Legit's in trouble. Oh, turns it over. And Brutus gets the win. What a ride for Connor Legit and Superman. Up and over no man's land. What a race it was. We're going to go back down now to an MTA replay. And look at the mud all over Superman as the rain continues to come down. Brutus is your winner. Again, like I was saying, let's go down and take another look. Brutus absolutely drilled Superman off the line. Legit knew he was in trouble. Got a little crossed up right here in no man's land. Puts the horsepower down but slid out and rolled the truck over. Just barely losing out to Brutus there. Nonetheless, Brutus is your winner, so we will crown a new checker flag champion here tonight. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. More great racing action still to come in the rain. Round two coming up next here on Thunder. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Thursday Night Thunder. Here's your round two matchups. Max D will take on Rage. Bulldozer takes on Overkill. And over at the other side of our bracket, Blue Thunder will take on Prowler. Then Liquidator takes on the man who just knocked off the champion, Brutus. Up first here in round two, Rudy Zilligy and team got the truck back together after getting hit by Bigfoot earlier in round one. Now ready to take on Hayden Altman. The former two-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Max D, ready to go. However, Rudy Zilligy is looking for his first Thunder championship, but is Rage at 100%? We're about to find out. Here's the green light now. Max D's pulling the lead. Rage in trouble now, trying to come from behind, and it's a close one. down there in the finish line area. We aren't sure. MTA officials are now telling us that Rage did make a legal pass. He barely edged out that stack of cars. Looking back at the photo finish now, Rudy Zilligy comes from behind and picks up his round 2 win. And a little bit of controversy there, as most are saying he did not make a legal pass. Nonetheless, the officials confirm he did. But now coming to the line, John Kadiux and Bulldozer out of Paxton, Illinois, ready to take on Gavin Waddell and Overkill. Both trucks getting ready to go at the line here in round 2 competition. John Kadiux has been around for quite some time, looking for his first event win. So's the newcomer, Gavin Waddell and Overkill, who's picking up this round 2 win down the straight stretch. They go, they're even. We got a race, ladies and gentlemen. Overkill turns it over on the mud stack. Coming off that last set of cars, Gavin Waddell got a little crossed up, eats the mud stack right there, rolls Overkill on over. No pun intended. I guess you could say he's a little overkill there. Nonetheless, Bulldozer is your winner. Looking back at the replay now, off the line, Bulldozer did have a little bit of a lead, but Waddell and Overkill, watch him fly high up and over no man's land, hits that first stack of cars sideways and just eats it right there in the mud stack. Bulldozer is going on to semifinal competition. Overkill's going down to the pits to get a little bit of repair work done, hopefully to come back next week. But now next up in round 2, Charlie Stevens and Blue Thunder coming to the line, the former one-time champion, now ready to take on the crazy cat Jason Whoop. And what's left of Prowler here in the far lane, but he's been running top-notch. That crew has that truck at 100%. We'll see what he's got against the old Blue Thunder. Here's the green light. Prowler absolutely throws him off the line. Blue Thunder trying to come back. Charlie Stevens putting the hammer down. And I'm not sure if he made a legal pass or not. Going across that last set of cars, I think he went next to it. We're going down now to the MTA photo finish and figure out who won this race. Your winner, Jason Wookin Prowler in the far lane. He'll move on to semifinal competition. What a close race it was. Again, not sure if Blue Thunder made a legal pass, but next up to close out round 2, Greg Durbin, the former 3-time Thunder champion who knocked off the current champion earlier tonight in round 1, has a tough battle ahead. He draws up against James Valancourt, the heart and soul of MTA, ready to go here in the far lane. Liquidator now, and Brutus off the line. Liquidator pulling the lead. Brutus coming back on him. Liquidator turns it over. Valancourt in trouble in no man's land, rocked up and rolled over. Greg Durbin and Brutus just made the run of his life here in the rain. He's moving on to semifinal competition. Valancourt lost it there in no man's land. Let's go back down now to an MTA replay as Valancourt was hanging right there with Brutus down the straight stretch. Watch that far lane. Up and over, gets crossed up on that jump, skidded the truck sideways, and it was all over but the dancing there in that far lane. And ladies and gentlemen, that'll wrap up round 2 competition. As we move on to semifinals, Rage will take on Bulldozer. Then Prowler is going to take on Brutus in semifinal competition. 4 trucks remain out of 16. The battle in the rain continues. Coming to the line first, Rudy Zilligy and Rage, who turned the truck over not on purpose, but Mitch Brown got into him there in the far lane. He is now set to take on John Kadiux and Bulldozer. Again, like I said before earlier tonight, Bulldozer's been running strong. John Kadiux and the crew have got that truck dialed in, and they are one machine together. What's he got against Rage here in semis? Both trucks stays at the line. Here's the green light now. Bulldozer pulling a slight lead on Rage. Up and over the cars here, and what a race! And Bulldozer gets crossed up into the mud. Rudy Zilligy and Rage finds himself in the finals here in week 3 of the September season in Rage. A tough break for Bulldozer. He was making a run for it, got hung up in the mud pit. But who does Rage meet in the finals? Will it be the crazy cat, Jason Wookin Prowler, or is it going to be the man that knocked off the current champion, Greg Durbin and Brutus, as he stays now in that far lane? But Jason Wookin Prowler, he's hungry after that rollover in week 1 of the September season. He wants another championship. Brutus and Prowler now to close out semis off the line. They're dead even up and over the car. And Brutus is going to take the win as Prowler goes for a dip in the mud. What a ride there for Jason Wook. Got crossed up over that last set of cars. Greg Durbin up on the jersey wall, but nonetheless is your winner in Brutus. And ladies and gentlemen, what a way to close out semifinal competition. But I want to remind you guys, coming up at the end of September, on September 24th, Redemption is back. 32 of the baddest trucks are all competing for the Redemption Championship, a race you don't want to miss right here on the MTA YouTube channel. But tonight, we close out week 3 of the September season. It's final time, and it's what we all come to see. Rudy Zilligy coming to the line in rage, who was rolled over earlier by Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. The crew has got the truck ready to go. He is now set to take on a former 3-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, Greg Durbin and Brutus, who in my opinion has been the most consistent truck of the night. He's ready to go here in the near lane. What's he got for old Rage there in the far lane? Ladies and gentlemen, Rage takes on Brutus. It's showtime here on Thunder. Now down the straight stretch they go. Up and over the cars, Brutus gets out of shape, and Rudy Zilligy and Rage picks up the win out of the far lane. Both trucks were making a smooth pass down that straight stretch, going back down to the replay. You see him off the line, maybe a slight lead in the far lane to Rage, but Greg Durbin and Brutus came back on him as he's in the lead up and over the cars. Lost a little bit of control there in no man's land. The truck skidded sideways and he came to a stop, and Rage picked up the win. So ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating Rudy Zilligy and Rage on your first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we close out week 3 of the September season at the lower half of the bracket, Max D, Liquidator, Overkill, and Bigfoot hold down the lower half of the points chase. Jumping over to the top half, Ethan Wagner and Cyclops still leading, not by much, but by 5 points. He's currently number 1. Second place is tonight's winner, Rudy Zilligy and Rage with 135 points, and rounding out your top 3, Connor Legit and Superman with 120 points. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching week 3 of the September season right here on Thursday Night Thunder. Be sure, if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button, and I'll catch you down the road. See you next week.
Standing tall up in victory lane, I done brought the pain and now they screaming my name. Yeah, everybody saw me rock the place. Now there's flashbulbs are popping and mics in my face. Always giving the crowd what they need. Now they're wearing my shirts front row to nosebleed. Now the crowd forms is what it's all about. Signing autographs until the lights out. Yeah, it's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about